Hi everyone, and welcome to your pre-recorded video for this week. As most of you know, I will be gone to Las Vegas this week attending the Stampin' Up! Backstage leadership event, but I still wanted to share some inspiration with you. And so what I'm going to be showing you today is a class that I created, one of my, what I call my Facebook online exclusive classes. And it's just in time for all of the perfect people as we head back to school and for coaches and our medical folks. So I'm just going to be sharing with you stuff that I created using the Everyday Thanks stamp set. And I'm going to be explaining to you how you can get your hands on this amazing class, and we'll go through making all these awesome cards together. So before I do all those details, I'm going to move all of this stuff out of the way, and we're going to do our sharing first. So I know that this video is uploaded to YouTube, and so what I want you guys to do is to either share it out on Facebook from the post that I created, or invite a friend of yours to like me and follow me on YouTube. You can share it out from YouTube, all that awesome stuff. So these were the two prizes that were up for grabs last week to anybody who shared my video. And I have winners picked for these two prizes. So if you shared last week's video, the winner of the Lost Lagoon ribbon is May Laplow. So congratulations to May. May, I'll get that out in the mail to you. And then the winner of these awesome gems, don't you love them gems? Absolutely beautiful. The winner of these gems goes to Kay Phelps. So congratulations to Kay and to May. So they are our winners from last week. I will draw two winners to win this week's awesome prizes, which is a bolt of the glittered organdy ribbon and then a bolt of the balmy blue and white variegated ribbon. So those are going to be the two items that we have up for grabs next week, okay? So anyway, a few things I have in the way of housekeeping announcements, things like that. You can still place a minimum order if you would like to in conjunction with this pre-recorded video. You have until Sunday night and you'll get 3 of the featured projects that I'm creating here today for you, sent to you, already completed. However, the better deal would be for you to purchase this amazing class. What I'm going to be showing you tonight is basically an online class that you can purchase, and the cost of this includes shipping. So wait till you hear all the amazing things that you're going to get in this class. You're going to get your very own copy of your very own stamp set of the Everyday Thanks stamp set. You're going to be getting a pack of these glossy dots for you to put on your finished cards. Now, I did not put these on my cards today, only because I had them done really quickly, got them done a couple nights ago to be able to do my video with you all. And I just didn't have a chance to take them all and put them all on before I took my pictures. So I thought, well, I'll let you guys kind of get creative with that. It's going to include a whole bolt of this amazing organdy black and white checked ribbon. And then it's going to include all the supplies to make the 10 cards I'm going to be showcasing for you tonight. And it's also going to include a piece of the ribbon that you're going to use on one of the cards that I'm creating. But all of this awesome stuff, all the supplies for 10 cards plus envelopes, including the shipping, is only $54. So there'll be a link in the registration here, and I'll be posting it throughout the time that I'm gone for you to be able to purchase this amazing class. It's also, like I said, it's going to be an online exclusive class. If you know you want this, reach out to me though. Send me a private message or comment here, and I'll try to keep up on the comments while I'm gone. Let me know, and I will get you guys hooked up with this awesome class. Again, the stamp set, these dots, a whole bolt of the ribbon, all the supplies to make 10 cards with envelopes, including the shipping, $54 total. Steal of a deal. So that would be your better option to be able to get your hands on all of the amazing cards I'm going to be showcasing for you this evening. Okay, I am also using a new stand, and so I had all of my cards out here. I got a new stand, so you're going to notice that my lighting might be a little bit better. So bear with me as I work with it and try to figure out the best way to do that. Also on my cards that you're going to be seeing tonight, I showcased these amazing dies. These dies are called the Countryside Corners dies, but I use them on the cards we're going to be making together tonight. Other products that I've used, so again, all your pieces will be cut and ready for for you. Oh, you will also get, with that $54, you will also get a PDF tutorial emailed to you with all the instructions on how to assemble your cards and color them and all that awesome stuff. Now, the neat thing is if you don't have some of the colors of the that I used in the cards, you can then use whatever colors you might have. Now, the designer series paper that I used for tonight's cards is in the annual catalog. It is called the Delightfully Eclectic 12 by 12 designer series paper. Now, the only way for you to get your hands on this paper is to spend $30 and get this entire great big pack of paper. So by purchasing the class, you're going to be able to get a little subset of a sampling of all this amazing paper and be able to see it all firsthand. Now, let me show you some of them that I've already pulled out, because I did use a lot of these on my cards for tonight. So I have this one right here, and on the back is this right here. I loved this one. This is what I used for one of the back to school cards you're going to be seeing here in a minute. And on the back of it is this one. You have this awesome heart paper. Love that one. And on the back, you have the alphabet. So you could cut that out and make cute little names if you wanted to. We have this yellow one right here. And then on the back of this one is this right here. Some really awesome little flowers and things. I would love your guys' feedback on my new video recording lamp. Like I said, tonight's my first night using it, so bear with me, because I'm going to be moving it around a little bit to make sure I can, I like the lighting and all that good stuff. So tonight's my trial and error as I'm working on your video here in advance. Also, I have another one that can be good for back to school. Looks like it's notebook paper. On the other side, you have that. And then there's, let me find a couple more here for you. We have this one right here. And then on the back is some cute little strawberries. And then we have some stripes on this side. And on the back, pretzels. And we actually have a stamp set that has pretzels on it as well. I'm not sure how many more of these I'm going to keep going through, but you can see you get, it's a big pack of paper. You get a lot of it for $30. You get, let me look and tell you how many sheets you get. You get 48 sheets of this designer series paper. So it is a really good value, and you get a ton of it. Here's some lemon on that side, some daisies on that one. And I may have already shown you this one. I think I did. It's that on one side and that on the other. And oh, here's one that I didn't show you. You have the stripes. This is the pink, and this is the bubble gum. And there you have some pretty flowered. So I'm going to kind of stop right there. You kind of get an idea of how that all works and how the different colors that you get in that paper. So with that, let's go ahead and get started creating. My first card that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight is this one right here. And I'm going to actually transition my camera down a little bit and see if I can zoom in here just a little bit more for you guys, so that it's a little bit more, again, bear with me as I'm still getting used to my new amazing camera that I have here. Okay, there we go. So hopefully you guys will be able to see this a little bit closer up. So this is the first card that I'm going to be creating for you. And I love this one. Let me actually see if I can get my phone in here a little bit better. Bear with me. There we go. All right, that's a little bit better. I'm going with it for today anyway. Okay, so anyway, this is the first card we're going to be creating together. And this is, actually, you guys, I am going to move my phone up just a smudge because I am a little down too far. Like I said, it's a learning process with this new thing I have, so please bear with me. There we go. It's much easier adjusting to this when I'm not live with you guys. So there we go. Now I feel accomplished. Okay. So this is the first card we're going to be creating together. This uses the bubble bath, and I have all different kinds of markers and blends and things here in front of me. Now, if you don't have the exact colors that I use and you're interested in purchasing the class, you could coordinate and use any of these different pinks that you might want to use. Let me bring in the stamp set again and show you it. It's called the Everyday Thanks, and you can see you get all these amazing little stamped images and things here in your stamp set. and it doesn't have any dies. So if you do want to use this, you do have to do a little bit of fussy cutting if you wanted to do like I did on the Band-Aids, but it's really quick and simple, easy cutting. So on this card, we're going to use Bubble Bath for our card base. So this is the base of the card. I'm just going to go ahead and fold this in half. And then I use the Designer Series paper pretty heavily, actually. So I have a layer of basic black that's going to go on the front of my card, followed by a piece of that amazing Designer Series paper that I showed you. So let me adhere these two together. So while I'm kind of putting this card together, a few things I have in the way of updates. So on Tuesday, you'll be watching this video on Thursday, but I'm pre-recording it for you on Monday. And tomorrow is Claire's first day of being a junior in high school. And I don't know how our summer went so fast, but our summer went so fast. And so excited that she's going to be starting school, but it's also kind of sad knowing that summer's over and we're getting back into a routine. Even though I'm ready for a routine, I'm also going, oh my goodness, summer's over already. And so next week, Natalie starts her college adventure for year number 2 of college. So yeah, we'll have to see how it goes for both of them. And we are hopeful that they both have a great start to the new year. It's also a time where I'm excited that I'm going to onstage, or backstage, but I'm also kind of like sad to be going because I hate to miss all of the first day stuff and all of the how did it go kind of things. So I'm glad we have the wonderful world of text so that I'm able to look and to be able to follow up with Claire. So this card you're going to see here, I just glued down a 4x3 piece of Designer Series paper onto a 4 1/4 by 3 1/4 piece of basic black. And look at how all that layering just comes together. And then I wanted to add some of these awesome little Band-Aids to this card. So this card would be good to give to somebody who works in the medical field or somebody who maybe helped you when you had a boo-boo or whatever and you just want to tell them thank you. I wanted to put the Band-Aids on, but they weren't showing up the greatest on top of this black and white checkered. So I added just a little piece of basic white right to the middle of that. Now I stamped these in advance, and I didn't do all of the coloring in advance, but I did color these in advance. I'm not sure why, but these are the Band-Aids, and I colored them with the Blushing Bride is gone. I colored them with the Bubble Bath color, and then I also colored the red center with the Real Red. So that is what I colored these with. And I'm gonna cut out both of them. So again, you can see here they actually go pretty fast. And this is such a cute stamp set. And I thought it was perfect to kind of use as we're heading into the whole back to school realm. You'll see a couple cards here that are perfect for back to school teachers, or even if you're a teacher yourself to use in the classroom and that sort of thing. So these Band-Aids I'm going to adhere down with a couple of the dimensionals here on each end of the Band-Aid. You think it's so dang cute. So yes, I actually leave to go to, so strange doing a pre-recorded video and not seeing any of your comments to be able to comment back on you guys. So I'm trying to tell you everything you might, I'm going to trim a little bit more of this white off. Trying to think of all the awesome things going on that you guys might want to know about. So anyway, I fly out on Wednesday morning, but we're flying out of Detroit, and we are going to the Detroit airport, we're staying at like a park and fly place, and we are staying there, what night is it that we're staying there? Tuesday night, and then we're going to be flying out. So anyway, so I'm kind of excited about all of that, and I'm doing this video the night before, and I need to start packing as well. So all right, I forgot to give myself a little strip here of paper to do my little thanks. Let me see if I have one. I might have one down here. I do. I'm going to use part of this one, so I don't know why I didn't stamp this one. I'm going to run and get a black ink real quick. I have a block right here in front of me, and I'm going to stamp my thanks. So that way we can finish this card. So I'm just going to use this other little piece right here, but I do need to go and grab a black ink. So bear with me. I will be back in like 30 seconds. Almost there. All right, I'm back. So you're probably saying, well, why aren't you just using that thanks in front of you? Because I actually have that thanks in front of me for another card. So this way I have another little bit of space right here. I can get a second one in. Ta-da! Okay. And I'm going to actually cover up my ink again because I don't want to have a mess. All right. And then I have my word thanks, and I'm just going to snip that off. And then this is going to also go on to my card with a couple dimensionals. And then I topped my card off by adding in a, dimensionals, there you are. By adding in a little bolt, or a little bow with the ribbon, the awesome ribbon that you're going to be getting in this class. So again, you would receive all the supplies already cut for this. So all you would have to do is do your own little stamping and your coloring, and you'd be able to assemble all of these cards and put them all together. Okay, now I just have to find where my bolt of ribbon went. Sorry, you guys, if I'm a little off helter-skelter, but I think it's because I have my new, there it is. I have my new camera, and I'm really kind of monitoring how it's working. Again, I would love your feedback if you guys think the color's a little bit better. So this new camera of mine that I'm using, or the new holder, has a built-in LED lighting. So I can give it soft lighting. I can give it any kind of lighting I want, and I love it. And it's a lot more easy portable, I should say, for me to do my Facebook Lives. I do need to figure out a couple of the positionings, because in my normal Facebook Live, I start, with you guys seeing me, and then I transition my area down to the stamping. And so I will be mastering that and watching a few videos with this. But my other one was just getting kind of clunky, and a lot of you didn't know that it had broken. My husband had to put a clamp around it to keep it working. And it was just time for an upgrade, and I've been hearing a lot of great things. So what I got is one called the Canvas, and it's called the Canvas lamp, and I've been hearing a lot of amazing things about it. And so I finally took the plunge and ordered it, and then it went on back order. And so it finally came, and my daughter Claire says, Mom, you need to use it. You're going to use it. And I went, okay, I'm going to use it. Anyway, so here's our first card tonight using that Everyday Thanks stamp set. Is that not adorable? So it'd be a great little card to give to somebody in the medical field, or just a little thank you. If somebody helped you, if you had a boo-boo, or if your child had a boo-boo and a school teacher helped them, or something like that. So absolutely love that one. This next one is the only one that I did not use the black, and I actually have some little embellishments on there, because this card, I actually got it as a swap card and altered it a little bit. So I can't take full credit for this card, but I loved it and added it to my collection. And this card actually uses some of the petal pink ribbon that is part of the ribbon pack with the Zany Zoo stuff. So let's go ahead and assemble this card together. So this one uses the Misty Moonlight for the card base. So I'm just going to fold that in half. And then you can see here I used a piece of the 2" by 5.5" of the paper that looks like it's the college ruled paper. Is that not cool? So we're just going to go ahead and adhere this down to my card, and I'm just going to kind of put it right in the middle here. And then I have a piece of vellum that I'm just going to lay on top of that. And I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive right here to the middle. And the vellum's just going to kind of make it look a little bit more softer and kind of make it a little bit more cool looking. And I'm just going to put that right in the center. And then I have two of these coordinating shapes that I mentioned to you. One is bigger than the other, okay? And I'm just going to add some ribbon right around the center of this one. So this is a unique way of using this ribbon. And I think it's kind of cool. So I'm just going to put ribbon right around the center of this, and adhere it down to the ends, and then we're going to put a bow at the very top. So you're only going to see the ribbon on a couple little areas here. So right around the top, we're going to go all the way down to the bottom here, and then we're going to cut this off. I have it a little bit too big. And then this one's going to get adhered down directly to my card, just like this. And you can see, whoops, that came apart. We don't want that to come apart. So I'm going to add a little bit more adhesive here. There we go. Ta-da! We'll get there. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere my card, this piece down to the card, kind of like right in the center of this area. And then this one, we're going to do some coloring, and then I'm going to adhere that one on top of it using dimensionals. So you can see that the ribbon kind of sticks out a little bit here and a little bit up there. So the first thing we're going to do though is we're going to color this. So for this, I'm going to bring in my Misty Moonlight blends. I also have over here a Petal Pink blend, and instead of gray, I didn't grab gray, we're going to use brown, okay? So we're going to do a little bit of coloring here. So I'm just going to bring in my light Misty Moonlight here, and we're just going to do a little bit of coloring. So I'm just going to go right around the outer edge of this pencil. Isn't this pencil adorable for back to school? Because it's perfect class as everyone's heading out the door back to school. I know a lot of them went back to, so like I said, this is Monday night when I'm recording this video, and Claire's first day is in the morning, and a lot of them went back today already, which is just, wow, like crazy. And then though, there's no school on Friday, which I don't understand completely why. But yeah, Claire only has school today, Wednesday and Thursday, and then there's no school on Friday. So like, And then next week, there's only 4 days because they have Friday off for the Friday before Labor Day. And then the following week, they have off the Monday for Labor Day. So it's just kind of crazy. I'm like, wow, they don't have a lot of, they'll have like 3 days and then 4 days and then 4 days. All right, I'm going to use brown. I am using the light pecan for this part right here. And I'm just going to color that in. Gives it a little bit of a different look, right? And then bringing my card back in here, I'm going to put some dimensionals on there, and I'm going to dimensional this down to my card base. Now, if you're interested in this class, it will be open for about 2 weeks. Again, this is, I'm calling this my online exclusive class. So you can only get the class by telling me you want it in conjunction with this Facebook Live. If by any chance you already have the stamp set, let me know and we can make a different adjustment, get you a different stamp set, and talk about all of that. So just let me know if it's something that you need to look into or if you already have it. I did kind of price it with the stamp set because for one, you're going to want the stamp set to use over and over again, and you're going to need to do your own stamping on this class. All of the stamped images I've stamped using the Memento black ink. So, I mean, it's a simple ink pad, and then you can use any of the coloring tools that you have. You could use your watercolor pencils. Just keep in mind that if you do use something other than the blend, you may have to change your Memento black to the Stays On or something like that. But and again, you can color your crayons any color that or any your images any color that you may want. You do not have to follow mine at all. You can see I changed this one up and made it a little bit different with the brown. Okay, and then I just made a bow with this Petal Pink ribbon, and I'm just going to adhere it up here at the top like that. And then the final thing that I have for this one, I know I had this piece, is the stamped "Thanks for everything you do." Here it is. Thanks for everything you do. And that is just going to go right across the bottom part here. And that I also am going to trim it down just a little bit because I have a little bit too much white here. And I also put that on with some dimensionals and added that right along the bottom. And then there's where you're going to add some gems to this, and voila, you have an amazing card. The other thing I should mention is I won't be able to order the product for these classes until I know how many you guys sign up for the class. Okay, that's kind of how it works. And then I would get this, we're going to be cutting them and getting them out fairly fast. So you should be getting this within, it's going to be a quick turnaround class. So you should be getting this back fairly quick and be able to get these cards going as a little welcome back to the school year to all of your teachers and things like that. So there you have this awesome, cute little card right there. You can see you can just add some embellishments how you see fit and where you would like to add them. Okay. My next card, since we're using the crayon, why don't we just, or pencil, let's just stay on the pencil. Look at how pretty this one is. Does it not truly look like a pencil on this one? I love this card. So for this one, I used the crushed curry for the card base. And then I added a layer of 5 1/4 by 4 basic white. So we're just gonna be working with this. We're gonna add all of our layers to this first because I do have ribbon that I need to get incorporated onto that. And then I have a piece of this crushed curry designer series paper that is cut 2 by 3 or 2 by 5. Wait a minute, 5 1/4 by 4. Yeah, so it's 2 by 5. And I'm gonna adhere this down to the top part of this here. And then I added a little strip of this cute little paper here with the hearts on it. And this is on the back side, has those neat little alphabets to make your own names. And we're just gonna adhere this one right on the bottom of that. And then I did use some of that awesome ribbon, and I just kind of added the ribbon right along where the two meet here. So I'm just going to cut this across here and add a little bit of ribbon onto my card. So wrapping it around and around. I just like the little black checkered look on this. I think it looks so cool. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and adhere this down to the card base because I don't want it to be too sticky on my paper here behind me. Okay, and then we have the awesome little crayons. So here's one that is on, again, I use those country shapes. So let me get back up in here again. And we're gonna do some coloring. And then I have one here that we're gonna have to color and then cut out. I'm gonna actually color these first. I was gonna cut, but I'm afraid if I cut, then I won't be able to color this as good. So for this, I used Daffodil Delight. We don't have a crushed curry blend. I don't really know why, but there are no crushed curry blends. So for this, I just used the Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to color this in. You can see how quick and easy they are to color too. I mean, check this out. So I'm gonna color this in. I also want to talk a little bit about the holiday catalog and make sure that you guys all are getting those. I know they've been hitting people's mailboxes. Look through them. They go live September 6th, and I'll be able to get your orders in then for any of you that are patiently, like I said, waiting and know that you are wanting to place an order, so we can get that in. If you did not receive a catalog or you haven't yet, let me know. When I get back from being at the backstage event in Vegas, I will get a catalog out to you. And then the final thing I wanted to mention about the catalog is that the versatility of it. So there is a ton of stuff in there, a little bit of stuff for everyone. And what I like about it is that there is even some things for all occasion. And so I actually created some swap cards last minute. I wasn't going to create any, but I've decided that with me being gone this week, I'm not going to have a lot of time to create for you guys. With the next week being the beginning of the start of our fall semester at CMU, I know that I'm going to be very, very busy. So our Facebook Live next week is going to actually be me showcasing for you some of the swaps that I've received from this backstage event. So that's kind of why I decided to quickly rush and make some. I have 64 swaps that I am taking with me. So I will be bringing back home, hopefully, 64 different cards. And again, it was completely last minute. I cut them and prepped them and got them all done literally, I almost cut the wrong one, literally like last minute. So I actually have the last few that are getting worked on the date tomorrow, and we leave around 5 o'clock tomorrow night to head to Detroit to stay, get some dinner and stay overnight down there. So nothing like cramming it, but I decided that for one, it's kind of a fun thing to do. I really enjoy swapping, and I wanted to be able to have something to showcase for you guys, so I don't have to worry about getting back and trying really hard to get projects ready for my next Facebook Live for you guys next week. So I'm really hoping that some of my swap cards are using some of the new product. I know mine are, but some of them might still be annual catalog stuff too. So, but I thought, you know what, we all kind of get ideas from each other, and I just love doing it. So decided it would probably be a great idea for me to just showcase next week before the catalog goes live some swap cards. So I'm hoping that you guys love that idea. And like I said, it kind of serves a twofold. To be completely honest with you, I don't have to stress and worry too much about designing. I can still inspire you guys and show you some awesome stuff. So anyway, that is one of the things that I decided to do very last minute. But again, I'm hoping that you guys will really enjoy it. All right, so I'm just gonna tie this on here like that. So all you've seen me do is color those awesome crayons, pencils. To me, they look like a crayon, but here they're a pencil, okay? So you saw me color those. I added in some little ribbon, and can you see this cute little paper? It's got little pink hearts every so often. I love that about this paper. I think it's so, so cool. All right, so I'm just gonna trim off these ends here a little bit. And then there's again that thanks. So that's why I couldn't use the first thanks that you guys seen me have, because I needed to use it for this card. So we're gonna add a couple of dimensionals onto that, and voila, we have our third card created. Again, this class would include all the supplies, so all this designer series paper would be cut the right size for you. And if you didn't want to put thanks on the card, your other option for a sentiment with this stamp set is thank you for everything you do, or you can use stamp sets or sentiments from your own stamp sets as well. Finally, you'd be able to add some of those great embellishments to this card that I mentioned you're going to be getting with the class as well. So there is that card. Okay, my next card is this one right here, and ignore my sample. I smudged it, but I was not remaking it. It was pretty late last night when I got this done, and I was like, no, we're just gonna go with it because I'm tired. And so I didn't wanna take too much time to try to get it all perfect. So anyway, it's still gorgeous, right? All right, so this one I used the Misty Moonlight for my card base. So I'm just going to bring this in and fold this over. And then I used a piece of the basic white 5 1/4 by 4 for my layer. And that we can go ahead and adhere down. Oops, I have markers jumping all over here. I think I might still be shy at a sentiment for this card, but that's okay. We're just gonna go without. I don't have the ink or anything here. All right, and then I have a piece of designer series paper that is cut 5 by, I think it's 2 3/4. And that's just gonna go right across up here. So we're just gonna adhere that down onto this piece right here. Again, leaving a little bit of a border white all the way around. And then using those awesome dies, I cut one of them out using this designer series paper, and I loved the little striped edge that it gave it right across there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually adhere these two together, and then I'm going to color it, and then you can see I added some of that ribbon around it too. So I'm just gonna add this, and I'm gonna add, and now I don't know why I don't have blends that are bubble bath, but I can't find them. So I went with my regular marker, and I'm just going to color this in, and you'll see it will dry a little bit lighter. But I love how this stethoscope makes a heart in it. Look at that, so cool. So I'm just gonna color this in with that. And then I colored the end pieces here with the light Misty Moonlight. So we're just gonna, whoops, let me get that out of here. We're just gonna color that in like that, and these ends in. And I stamped that down far enough so that I had room to add some of that awesome ribbon up there. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of adhesive there and bring in my ribbon. I'm gonna cut a piece big enough to wrap around that. And then we're gonna just do the little tie-on piece. So I'm just gonna put some ribbon here and bring it around the back. And then this whole piece is gonna go on with some dimensionals. So let me put a couple dimensionals here on the 4 corners. And then that is going to come off the back here. And this is just gonna go up here near the top. I wanna leave room for my sentiment down there, okay? So it's gonna kinda go up kinda high, and we're gonna do a little tie-on piece right there. Now I don't have my sentiment. My sentiments are either stamped on a 3/4 inch piece of basic white or on a 1/2 inch piece of basic white. So they're all the same size between those two. And like I said, I'm missing one, and I don't want to use the one for the next card because the one for the next card looks really cool. But anyway, so all you're going to do then is finish this card off by adding a sentiment down there. Yeah, I don't know. And I can't blame anybody but myself because I'm the one that did these cards. So anyway, but I am missing a sentiment there, but that's okay. That's okay. Not on the floor either. All right, so there's your that card. All right, the last card is this one right here, and so you can kind of see why I wanted to be able to use that sentiment up there at the very top like that. So for this one, I'm going to use my very or basic white for the card base, not very vanilla. I used basic white for the card base, and I'm just going to fold this in half, and then I used a layer of the, you guessed it, Misty Moonlight, and a piece of the designer series paper that's 5 by 3 3/4, and we are going to adhere these together. And there's that cute little strawberry design, which would be so cute to do something with as well. And we're going to adhere that down to there like that. And then we're going to do some building on this before we add our ribbon. So here again, I used some of that designer series paper and to cut out one of the shapes using those Countryside Inn dies. And then I have another one right here that does the cute little whistle. Okay, we're gonna do some coloring on this whistle real quick. So I colored the cute little heart, the bumblebee color, or bumblebee, sorry, bubble bath. And then we're going to color the whistle. I did the whole thing in light Misty Moonlight. So let me just kind of outline this here first with the light Misty Moonlight. And then I went back in with the dark and did a little bit of highlighting. So let me do this here. So this card would be great for coaches, as a lot of kids are starting their fall sports. Now this one, is kind of geared to, it could be masculine or it could be feminine, but you could just change the colors of this too, and it could easily be serve the needs of whatever you would like it to need it to serve. And then I'm going to come in here with my dark. I colored this little piece dark right here, and then I also colored in the middle here dark, and I did this dark and this dark. That's it. That's all I did for dark. Just kind of gives it a little bit more depth right in that area. So now we're going to go ahead and adhere these two together. And then I did adhere the whole piece down to the card with some dimensionals. So let me just glue this down and then get some dimensionals on there. Just gives it a cute little checkered background look. So another neat way of using up some of the awesome designer series paper, and the neat thing is all those pieces would already be included in your kit, and you would have all the supplies to make 2 of each one of these cards. So you could keep one as a sample to reuse with your stamp set, and then you could use one to be able to give out. So that's what makes it kind of fun. Now the neat thing is this one fits perfectly right across the bottom part of the card, right to the end of the 5 1/4 by 4 piece. So it's a 4-inch die. Now we're gonna add our ribbon to the middle, and then I added our awesome little sentiment up to the top. So I'm gonna add some of this black and white checkered ribbon. And this is gonna go right across the top. So yeah, I designed all of these cards for you on Sunday. I was asked by my son and daughter-in-law if I would watch Chloe for a little while on Sunday, and I went, yes. But I'm like, oh, but I also have to get some cards designed. And I raced down here, and I'm proud to say I got these designed for you guys in about, I'd say an hour. I had all 5 of these cards done. So I was pretty impressed with myself, and had the other one cut, which is maybe why I don't have one of the sentiments for one of them at all, but that's okay. And so this was fun. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to offer this as a class because it's so fun. So fun. So again, you have 2 different options. You can simply place that order with me to get 3 of these cards sent to you already completed, or you can purchase the class. The registration link is going to be, I will post it right before my Facebook Live, and I will also post it a couple times afterwards, and for the next week or so, you'll have an option to get your hands on this class, but it is going to be a quick turnaround. Okay, so I plan on within the first few days ordering all the supplies. Again, we aren't a cash and carry company, so I need to be able to have you guys commit to the class before I order the number that I need. And so I'll be ordering the stamp sets, the bolts of ribbon, and the awesome embellishments that you'll be using on your cards, okay? So again, I just need to know, you know, if you're interested, the sooner the better to be able to get all that stuff ordered. And that way you can create these amazing cards yourself, because they're pretty cool, aren't they? Okay. And this ribbon is so easy to work with. I absolutely adore that ribbon. So there you have that card. And again, you can add those embellishments into this so that you have them to be able to do anything that you would like with and add them where you'd like. So let me give you, oh, and I should have mentioned, this is a 3/4 inch strip of basic white, which has the stamp sentiment using the Misty Moonlight. And then I have put it onto a 1-inch strip of the Misty Moonlight cardstock. All right, let me bring in all of our cards for tonight, and I'll make sure that I bring in the ones that have all the sentiments. Well, I think it's just this one. But this is the class, you guys. You would get all of the supplies to make all 5 of these cards. So everything would already be all cut for you. Everything cut. You do your own stamping. All you need to stamp is a black ink pad. And then you're going to just need to do some coloring of the images. And even if you didn't have the Misty Moonlight to do the stamping on this one, you could still stamp that in black. One ink pad black would do the trick for all of these awesome cards. And then you could color them any color that you would like to. You don't have to have it, any yellow would work. Any color for the pen. I mean, you could do anything that you want with those. Again, what's all included in this class, again, is the 10 cards, 5 designs, 2 of each one, 10 of the Whisper White envelopes for you to use to send your cards out. You would get the stamp set. This is the Everyday Thanks from the annual catalog. And then you would also get a bolt of this phenomenal black and white gingham ribbon that we've been using tonight. You can see my bolt's almost gone because I use it so much. And then you'd also be getting a package of these glossy assortment dots. I chose these because you got some pink, you got some blue, you got some yellow, and then you can add those onto the cards as you would like. So anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed my video. I always miss being live with you. I miss the interaction. I miss the comments and the real live chatting and answering of your questions. But if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. I should also mention to my Basement Bunch Club members, your kits will be going out next week when I get back. If any of you are still interested in signing up for this month's club, I know I had the cutoff as the 15th, but because they are going out a little bit later, I do have the capacity to have that open just a little bit longer if anybody else is interested in that. And then registration for September will be starting next week. I actually have the cards already designed. They use the All About Autumn bundle from the catalog. Can't wait for you guys to see those cards, and I know you're all gonna want to just jump on them when you see them. All right, so anyway, thank you all so very much for following me on my video tonight, showcasing the Everyday Thanks stamp set, and I really hope that you consider taking advantage of this online Facebook exclusive class for a low price. Literally $54 includes shipping. As you guys know, shipping is crazy. Includes the stamp set, includes the bolt of ribbon, the embellishments, all the supplies, a tutorial that will be sent to you through email. Hope that you guys take advantage of this great class. If not, you also have the option, like I mentioned, to simply place a $35 order with me. You can either place it online directly at my website here at kimsbasementbunch.com, reference and use this host code, or you can email me. I'd be happy to put your order in for you. The final thing I wanted to mention is that I'm also offering a online exclusive. I'm sorry, not an online exclusive. I'm offering an while I'm away ordering promotion. So you may have seen it kind of be posted already. So that online promotion is if you put in a $50 order with me, you'll receive a $20 goodie bag in the mail. Now, the only thing is I'm not combining this offer with that offer, okay? So if you want the 3 free cards plus the $20, you need to put in an $85 order, okay? I'm not combining the 2 offers, but I am doing a while I'm away ordering promotion. Any $50 order gets you a $20 goodie bag sent to you when I get back. And that's just kind of a little promotion to kind of, I always say, while the cat's away, the mice will play. So you guys are going to get the benefit of me being away. Anyway, thank you all so very much for joining me. And I look forward to being back live with you guys next Thursday. And it will be a showcase of the amazing swap cards that I'm going to be receiving at our backstage event in Las Vegas. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And I'll see you soon. Bye.